What's going on, guys? Jolt here from the Token Minorities, and we are back with the semifinals for the TBL, taking on Litten Obliteration, coached by Monotui and Under the Radar, although today, admittedly, we are actually only facing Monotui, as Under the Radar had other obligations, which is very sad, but still should be a really solid game. But joining me, of course, is Goldoa Dragon. Say hello.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are getting into the semifinals, which is super exciting. If you don't know what team we're bringing or why we're bringing them, then make sure you go check out that team builder, because we want to get right into this battle and not waste any time of our opponents or our own. So if you don't know what we're bringing, make sure you check that out, because that's where you'll learn all about our sets.
Absolutely. We've brought a much more solid squad than what we had last time around, and let's just jump on into this and see what they decided to bring. So good luck to them, of course. And we see a almost identical squad to what they brought last time around. I'm actually really happy to not see the Cinderace, as we did not bring the Seismitoad. This makes this matchup a lot better against what they have. It looks like they opted to not bring what they not bring out of their fat. They brought all the same fat, no Duraludon this time.
All the same fat. It's just a fat team. There's just fat.
Okay, so it's a very fat squad, which is exactly what we are prepared for.
Yeah, that's what I think we wanted. I mean, it sucks, but
it does suck, but we're ready for this. We're ready for this.
Yeah. So we had talked about this leading with the Hydreigon.
Yeah. I mean, especially now, because they don't even have. Well, I mean, yeah, nothing really threatens us out, honestly.
A Surfetched choice banded first impression could be the only thing that could basically.
Okay, so we do need to think about that as a possibility. So if that's something they opt, if they lead with Surfetched, it's pretty bad for us.
But we don't have anything that would lead against the Surfetched well.
Well, technically we have stuff that outspeeds it.
And doesn't die to abandon first impression.
I mean,
like Noctowl, sort of. Noctowl doesn't have speed investment though.
Guard probably takes any hit from it as well.
Poison Jab. And we're not running enough speed to guarantee we outspeed.
Do you think we lead with Hydreigon still, and if they lead fetched, we just go into Copper?
And see if they're banded?
Yeah, we can see if they're banded. We can pivot into Musharna after that. Like, we don't necessarily need the health on Copper. We're just kind of...
If they are banded first impression, then they have to switch out anyway.
Oh,
and we get free rocks.
That's true.
So I figure that's probably our best bet.
All right, let's do it. All right, that works.
Really vape. That's way better.
So now it's going to be a Toxic on their end. Probably. So, like, we can go Copper now if we want. Just get rocks.
Yeah, they're never going to Scald, so...
If they Scald, we still have Heal Bell on Musharna, so...
The other option is going hard Musharna, and if they Toxic, then... they're poison too.
Actually, yeah, they're making slow baton pass. That's better.
Probably loud.
There's the Toxic. Okay, perfect. That is fine. So now they're going to have to reveal what their Heal Bell user is, and it might be this, it might not be, but we can go ahead and baton pass and see what they want to go for.
Yep. And if they Heal Bell right now, then it's a free switch anyway.
Diggersby is their switch in.
Cool. Good to know.
So
what do we do?
Well, we have the Hydreigon, which should always be able to force it out. Because Draco... So Hydreigon's Draco knocks this out guaranteed, I think. Let me double check.
It's just barely. It's a roll if they are uninvested.
Would they risk getting weakened
Body
that far?
Slam would also be a roll if they're banded on us.
So I think Hydreigon's fine, because we can just come in and we can Draco, as they probably want to go into Alcremie. Or we can U-turn, actually.
We could U-turn.
Yeah, I think U-turn's better.
We need the chip on this anyway.
Why don't we U-turn into Copper, right? Why not? If
Sure.
they stay in, we'll see what they do.
Yeah.
Alcremie, perfect.
So we prepared for this, right?
So 17%. All right, so this is what we prepped for. And we said we wanted to go Copper. I think that's always the play. That's 17% damage, so it is a...
Not lefty.
It's going to be Berry then for sure.
So then we rocks? They could Mystical Fire, which does 40%.
But we get rocks.
But we get rocks. They have removal in Surfetched only.
I don't think they stay in, because this is going to do a ton. Like, if let's assume that we're like a banded set, right? So, copper... If
we kill.
Through Beartics, right? Beartics. Even through Beartics is what I'm saying. I think we might actually kill. If we're Heavy Slam.
Sheer Force Ironhead, if we're Adamant, has a chance to kill from this range.
Yeah, so I think they'd probably switch out. I'm going to Heavy Slam. Or I'm going to, rather, Stealth Rock.
They probably go Vape. I mean, Vape's the obvious switch, so we just get rocks up and we switch out.
Yep. That's perfectly fine, too. And now we've successfully bluffed that we're not scarfed.
I mean, it is a bluff in this case, but like...
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So, Noctowl?
I think I want to pivot from Visharna into Noctowl.
Okay.
I'm not
I mean,
saying,
they know we have Baton Pass now.
I'm not going to Baton Pass. I'm just going to go hard Noctowl. I just want to try to dodge the status here if I can. Quake, okay.
If you had gone hard Noctowl right there.
It would have been sick. So here we probably catch... Well, I don't think they go hard Diggersby anymore.
No, I don't think they go hard Diggersby here.
Let's see what we got.
Taunt? Uh-oh.
That's annoying. Good to know, though.
Yeah. So we could double again.
Yeah, I'm thinking double back into Hydreigon again, right?
Triple? Yeah, Hydreigon would be the option here.
Let's do it. That's fine.
Toxic.
We still have Heal Bell.
Yeah. Do we just
U-turn
Dark
again?
Pulse?
No, I'm U-turning.
Okay.
There's no reason.
I think they may read this one at this point.
They can, but
because
like,
Dark Pulse probably wouldn't even kill.
This thing won't be able to touch us though, right? It's either gonna have Haze or like Recovery or Sneak in that last slot. It can't touch us. There's no way it stays in. That was questionable.
Unless they're intending to, they might have Ice Punch. It would shock me, but they might.
Possible.
Or they were gonna Pain Split or something.
Think they Toxic again?
I mean, do you go Copperaja?
Bait out another Earthquake? Is that what you're thinking? So we just want to get Noctowl in and sub.
I mean, then just go Noctowl here. They're not going to taunt again.
They might Toxic, though. I'm going to go Copper. I just want to get in without the... Okay, Quake. Oh, crit. That sucks. That sucks a lot.
I was a little worried that they might expect the U-turn, but...
There's the Sneak.
So now you sub.
Yep, now I sub.
And they literally cannot touch us.
Yep.
Once you sub. They might be able to force us to just click Hurricane a few times, though.
Oh, this is perfect. Oh, this is so perfect.
So do you Toxic first or do you Plot first?
I think they're going to Heal Bell here, so I'm going to Plot first. Okay, now I Toxic.
So now what do you... Oh, wow.
I just kill it.
Okay, you just went for it. That was not a guarantee. You didn't crit them at all.
that was my play.
I'll figure it out.
No.
Just like
that's what I'm doing. Like, there was no other play in my mind. Like that's just something we really needed weakened for Hydreigon. And now, like, Hydreigon just spams Draco. Like, it's super free against everything. Vaporeon's even weakened. Also, one more to the Noctowl kill tally. Let's go.
Yo. Playoffs, Noctowl here in the semifinals getting kills.
Full health, +2. Nothing revenges unless it's banded digs. Wait, we outspeed this, don't we? No, 186.
Not a guarantee. And close combat, if it's banded, will just annihilate us. And if it's leak, then close combat has a roll to kill, and... I mean... Do we go Musharna? Close combat's doing, like, nothing if it's choice banded.
It could knock off.
It could knock off. which has a chance to kill if it's banded.
This thing sets up on Dusknor every time.
So do you just sack Copper?
Copper might be the least useful, honestly, which sucks because I really wanted that thing to do something.
You
They
got
also
Scarf
could
Rock,
be.
though.
They could be trying to defog though too.
What?
They could be trying to defog, but that would also give us a big hit with Copper, because this is like their only
Yeah.
defogger.
I think Copper coming in is your best option
All
here.
right, I'm gonna do that.
And if they, I assume they
CC.
were not going to just like defog. They're going to try to kill what was
Yeah.
in front of them.
That's okay.
Yeah. I mean, so if they're banded here, then you can go Musharna and force them out and go for a heal bell, or you can go Hydreigon and just Draco.
So Draco would force Vaporeon to come in and take a lot of damage. It'd force it to Wish, which allows us to get into Guard. I do kind of like the Draco play, I think. But, on the other hand, if Diggersby is set up, we could just lose here, actually, if we Draco and go to -2.
Yeah, that's fair.
What if we just went Guard? Because Guard handles everything. Right?
Because if they aren't banded and they're Leak, and they Poison Jab, and Outspeed.
Yeah. We should outspeed... not guaranteed.
We outspeed if they're uninvested, and even if they're moderately invested, but if they can be adamant and still outspeed us. If they're like max adamant.
So Musharna should still be outside of range of an unboosted Body Slam, unboosted Earthquake from Diggersby.
I mean, if we just heal bell with Musharna or just Moonlight right here, scout what their item is. If they're not banded, if they are banded into close combat, they don't threaten us, and if they aren't banded, then we live a knockoff.
But then we're super weakened. We lose our item. Not super weakened. I mean, we take a lot of damage from knockoff, though.
We do take a huge chunk, but what are we gonna do? Like, what is your other option here? Because I mean, you could go Terrakion, unless they're scarfed, which would be crazy. But
Possible. The speed tier, it's definitely possible.
yeah. But I mean, then if they're scarfed, we go Gardevoir, and we sub. Or do you just want to go Gardevoir? I mean, that's your choice. It's your choice of thinking if they're banded or scarfed or what they are. They didn't get a crit, which means that it's a 50% chance of the leak if they did get a crit, or to get a crit. So
My gut, looking at this team... What Diggersby do? Diggersby didn't show us anything. They went straight for a CC. They've got to be banded. If they went straight for a CC on Noctowl, it doesn't kill us otherwise, right? Because that would
it does not kill.
Yeah, no, I'm going Guard. I think that's banded.
It doesn't guarantee kill otherwise, at least.
We also can still bluff Scarf Guard too here.
Yeah. So are you just Moonblasting then?
They probably go into Dusknor, so I think so. Yeah. Yeah, he switched out very quickly, so...
So yeah, he probably banded. So the question is, do you taunt? Sneak can still do a lot of damage, potentially.
I don't see them going straight for a sneak here.
He's either going to Toxic, potentially.
I see Toxic being the play most likely. Or Taunt.
I mean, you could sub. They'll sneak on the next turn. And then you're forced to switch out anyway. You could go Hydreigon, which you know this thing can't really touch now that it's already put a Toxic on it.
I like the Hydreigon play. Let's do that.
Ooh, they doubled into Celebi.
I wonder if this is Scarf Celebi.
Do you think it's Scarf Celebi? This is the moment.
Why would they go into Celebi here unless they were Scarfed, right? Let's think about that, because that was definitely... Hydreigon was our best play 100%, so this is probably Scarf Celebi about to click Dazzle.
So then we have to go Musharna.
Or Noctowl.
Or Noctowl. Or they click U-turn on either of those, and we've got a problem.
Maybe Guard is better.
Guard doesn't. They may still think we're scarfed. Although once they hit us once, they'll know we're not
Right,
scarfed.
they'll know at that point.
But not till after they make their decision to what they're going into.
I really think it's about to hit Scarf Dazzling Gleam. I think that's what's
I
coming.
mean, Dazzling Gleam does literally nothing to guard it for.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it.
So
That's my
not-
gut. Yeah. So now we should
Now
be
they know we're
able
not
to.
scarfed, so we might as well sub.
Yeah, there's no reason not to sub. Stealth rock.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
They can't break this most likely without like Leaf Storm.
So
They
do
calm
we
mine.
want to?
Yep.
Do we
Did
calm
you already have
mind?
speed? Oh no, you didn't. Okay.
Do we want to
I
calm
was like, wait a
mind,
minute.
or do we want to? Because they
They're
could
not scarfed
easily.
either.
I'm trying to think. I guess after rocks, do we 2-hit KO Dusknor with Moonblast? It looks like it is maybe. And after
At
leftovers,
+1?
probably not. Leftovers, yes. Yeah, I'm gonna
At
go
+1 we
Void.
would.
Yeah. I think we need +1 to get it, though, is what I was trying to figure out, so this
Yeah.
seems fine. Earth Power. No. Sub again? Do you think the next one even breaks?
They don't seem to be offensively invested. Actually, how much did the Dazzle do? 16.5? Actually, they are.
16.5.
They are invested. Their
Okay.
max special attack.
Does
timid.
this next one break then?
So that would have done 12 to 14%, and if they click it again, it's a roll, but most likely.
So I'm gonna sub.
So this is also a roll to die with Moonblast at this range,
Okay.
depending on if they're physically or specially defensive. If they're specially defensive, it's a 2 KO guarantee.
But if we get rid of this thing, then Terrakion becomes a much bigger threat to them too.
Yeah, you might as well Moonblast first, whether
Yeah.
or not we choose to stay in and do it again.
Okay, it lived on
So
4.
they're definitely specially defensive, and because they are definitely specially defensive, they don't seem to be offensive, which means Shadow Sneak's doing a whole lot less.
Is it worth
it's
staying
doing
in and taking the damage?
It's doing like 40%.
'Cause
Or do you
now-
just go High Dragon? They
Like-
can't switch this thing out right now until one more round of leftovers to get them out of Rock's range.
If we go Hydreigon,
They are-
we have to click what, like Dark Pulse?
They're definitely staying in, and they're definitely clicking Shadow Sneak. So you could just go Noctowl if you really wanted to.
Do they even risk
And-
that?
Sub on their switch. They can't switch it out right now, otherwise they lose it. If they can let it get one more leftovers recovery, they can at least switch it back in again and go for a Shadow Sneak.
That's a pretty ballsy play, man. Should we go Noctowl?
What else is it going to do to Noctowl right here? Or
He-
that you
he
think
could
they're going to
toxic.
do?
He could Toxic, and just thinking that's a play they could make. Because the reason I don't like the Hydreigon play necessarily is that we come in, we kill this thing, and then they just get to go into Surfetched and threaten with another Bandit first
Well, then
impression.
just go for sub. If you're worried about it, we can live another Shadow Sneak into a sub, so we'll get the sub set up, and then we know what they're going to do.
But then we
and if
take
they go
extra
for a Toxic, then
damage
we-
for no reason.
But if they go for a Toxic, then we're golden. Like, the extra damage for no reason, I feel like you're either going Hydreigon here and risking them switching out, or you're going Noctowl risking a Toxic, or you're going sub hoping for a Toxic or a switch out.
Okay, I can still Heal Bell on Celebi. I can Heal Bell on Vaporeon. I'll go Noctowl. Ooh, that works too.
Oh my god.
That works too.
You should have just subbed, dude. I was telling you.
I
You're
guess
really
so,
good.
man. You were right. All right, well now sub is like the freest of all
Yeah.
time.
They're going to taunt because they don't want you to nasty plot, but you might as well just Hurricane at this point.
As opposed to
Switching out again?
Okay, Vaporeon is in, and that's okay. Noctowl, thank you. Ooh, nice damage, Noctowl. Nice damage. This thing
pretty
cannot
clean.
break our sub either, so I can just cane again.
Yeah, it's either going to roar or something.
Scald, nope, sorry. Wait, that broke? That's offensive.
Really?
Unless it's just a high roll and I messed that up.
No, it can't. If it's uninvested, that cannot get that roll.
What is this?
There's some investment. the minimum investment they would need in order for that to be a high roll would be like 8. So
Okay.
it's a possibility that was just a high roll. If they are like max HP, max special attack, which they could be based on the hurricane damage, then that was guaranteed to break the sub, and it will do 30% this time.
So they might try to toxic here. So I'm wondering. I feel like we just attack.
I mean, it's either attack or come back in and take 25% later anyway,
That's true.
because we don't have removal. So
All right, I'm just gonna go for it. He's probably trying to figure out if he wants to just wish as well. So I could easily see wish being a play.
they die.
Yeah, but what they
So-
could do is they could go into Diggersby, maybe threaten us out into something and just try to heal up Dustmore. I don't know. There's options they have. We can also just hit this, and there's the toxic. That's
They
gone.
die.
Yeah. So we need to get Musharna in on Celebi.
Maybe they'll go Celebi right.
Or on Banded Fetched as well. We can heal Bow on that if we need to.
What do we sack to the banded fetch this time?
I don't know.
Okay.
So this is in.
Yes, it is.
Um,
Hydreigon? No, probably not.
Hydreigon just like claims kills now though.
Yeah, there's no reason to do that, to take that risk. So, I mean, this is going to either U-turn.
Wait, if this is not banded, do we live?
Yes. Yes, we do. A body slam. Oh, wait, that's Hydreigon. Noctowl. No, we don't.
Well, if it's
we live a quick attack.
if it's
we
Jolly,
live,
we
you turn,
live.
obviously.
If it's Jolly, we live.
That's true. If it's Jolly, we live. And to guarantee outspeed a Noctowl, they'd have to be Jolly. Or Scarf. Scarf Adamant.
I'm just thinking we don't necessarily need this. 'Cause it broke
No, we
down.
don't.
It broke down the stuff that we wanted to break.
Yeah, we
I
don't
am
need
worried
this at
about
all.
agility though, right? So if this tries to set up, that's the thing we need to think about.
I mean, Hurricane's only doing 50%. Toxic's a little bit more accurate. Or we could just sub. That way, we get an extra chance.
Can we can at least pivot around too if we have a toxic on it. So I think toxic is the play. I don't see this thing having sub. That'd be bad. But I'm gonna toxic. I think. Knockoff. Ooh, we live in.
He lived on one and his
Orb.
life orb.
And we missed
And
that
you
one.
missed.
We missed one earlier, or they missed one earlier. That's fine. So they're life
But it-
orb.
Life orb.
So Terrakion.
So we could just go Hydreigon and kill?
Actually, yeah, Hydreigon just kills this, but then they go fetched again.
Well, they're going to quick attack the Hydreigon, and then they go fetched.
So I mean, we can go Terrakion, and if we CC,
That doesn't... Oh, that's their fetch. Hold on. It kills the Diggersby. Unless they're... Well, they're not Choppal. They're Life Orb. I mean, if you go Terrakion here, it's going to come down to whether or not you can land a Stone Edge on their Dusknoir, as it always will.
but if we miss, then we get,
Then we get Blunder
speed
Policy,
boost, we
which
don't
doesn't really
need.
come into play here.
We don't need it at all, unless it's Scarf Fetch, then we could.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Terrakion is
I think it's best play.
a safe play here. And you just CC here.
Yep.
And if they switch out, they switch out. It's not the end of the world.
They'll definitely go Dusknoir here, but that's fine.
They could go Celebi.
Yeah, it's really tempting to SD here. It really is. If we SD here, we just win, unless it's Scarf Fetched.
But if they Earthquake, then we just die.
That's true, but I'm just saying we could just win here.
I think they're gonna EQ because they know that if we SD, we win.
I'm clicking CC because I think you're right, maybe. But like I'm just saying, we could have just won right there. That could have been it. Wait, that dies.
If you land it.
That 100% dies if we land it. Yes.
Based on the amount that's close combat did, this is an offensive Celebi, and it guaranteed dies. 80% of the time.
Do we put our faith in Terrakion right now, or do we put our faith in Terrakion later?
Well, so, I mean, We live an Earth Power. We don't live a Psychic.
At -1?
Revealed, but we live in Earth Power at -1.
But then we're in sneak range. Dude, Terrakion was... It's been so good to us this season. You know? It's been so good to us. Do we just do it? If...
I think the last moves... I feel like they have to click Recover.
That's kind of what I'm thinking too. Dazzle, Earth Power would work against their whole team. So I think they're probably recovering. I don't want to let them recover. Dude, I'm just doing it.
Look.
Do it?
I'm fine with it.
Let's
I'm
do
fine
it.
with it.
Alright, Terrakion.
Oh, they pivoted into the Surf Edge, so maybe they are Scarfed? But if they're about to Scarf themselves into CC, then we just go into...
Guard
or Musharna. And we want this thing to be not at -1 anyway, so there's really no harm in it.
They also just put this thing in CC range.
Yes. Everything is in range of 2 CCs except for the Dust Noir, which obviously will never be in range of 2
Correct.
CCs. And they put this thing much closer to Dark Pulse range too, which is really nice.
How close is it to Dark Pulse range?
It does, if they're on a straight offensive Surf Edge, it does 36% max, 30% min, so one more Stone Edge and it's in that range.
So that's actually a better win con, to be honest.
I mean, we don't stay in here.
No, absolutely not. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we either go Guard or Musharna, and I don't even know if we need the Heal Bell anymore.
I don't think we do either, because the fat stuff's gone.
I think we go Musharna.
Yep.
Yeah. And if they double into Celebi again, then, like, fine. We can Heal Bell and it's whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's not a terrible play to have.
We can also just baton pass on Celebi, like, really freely.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because they have to U-turn first if that is their last move, or
Yep.
switch out first, so... Or commit to staying in. And
there's also what sucks is they could double into Diggersby here if they're an agility set and set up on Musharna. That'd be... that's their winning play.
So do you attack? And sack the thing that basically wins us the game guaranteed, except for that one.
If I go guard, though... It doesn't...
Then it dies to the Diggersby, and they don't get a chance to set up.
So if I go guard, then Diggersby... Okay, how much do we do to Diggersby with Moonblast?
50 to 60.
50 to 60. So it's going to take Rocks, it's going to take Life Orb, and then it can't sweep us if that's our play. So I think guard is actually our best play.
Okay, we don't need guard to win the game, so...
I think that's better, because it covers that option. So if they're Scarfed... Let's see.
Which if they're Scarfed... Well, they can't be Scarfed, because they didn't outspeed the Tarak. Oh, well, we don't know. They could be Scarfed. But you go back into Tarak now. And if they are Scarfed, they have to switch out. Right?
Yeah.
Do you just close combat? Or do you Swords Dance?
Oh, dude, yeah.
You don't need
No, if this is Scarf, we don't need SD.
Yeah. This dies to CC. Oh, it lives with CC.
Nearly.
Okay, you just click it again.
Yeah.
We know they're not Scarfed. And then we double into Musharna, unless they go Diggersby. I think they are.
I think
Scarf
it's Scarf fetched. Yeah, with how they're
It has to be. And now they're gonna click CC. Do we go Musharna? Or are they gonna double? Do you think?
We
are Scarfed Scarfed Hydreigon, so we outspeed their Scarf fetched.
Wait. We win. We win as soon as this is in surf range too. What's surf range on this?
God, this is so stressful.
Yeah.
46 to 55%.
So one more switch out. Is that like? I assume it's like speedy surf edge, not much HP.
Yeah, it's uninvested defensively.
So, but they also can always switch it back in first impression. So they just need to get. Okay. Jeez.
If we had just stayed in, that would have been crazy. We can't now. Because this is our only way to beat Diggersby guaranteed. This thing has to be Scarfed.
So it's Musharna or we stay in?
They are either going to Diggersby right now, or they are attacking us with the close combat.
Yep.
And if they're going Diggersby, we click close combat, we win the game. If they stay in and click close combat, and we go Musharna, we basically win the game.
We should win at that point, yeah.
So it's a straight 50-50. Because if we stay in close combat and they go for a close combat and kill us,
I think I got it right. I think I got it right. Let's see. Yes.
Okay. So now we find out if they're scarfed. And if they're not scarfed, then it's all moot anyway. But they can't kill us in another close combat. So you just either baton pass or moonlight.
I mean, does Psychic 2 KO Diggersby? Because they could... Okay, they sack off... Hang on, this isn't over yet. Because they can sack off Dustnor here.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is you can baton pass.
Yeah.
Or you can moonlight. That's why you don't attack.
Yeah, we don't attack. That's definitely true. We moonlight as they go Dustnor again, though. And then
what?
they can... Well, I'm just thinking they probably go Dustnor here. Like, sacking Dustnor is their play.
If they go Dustnor, we go Hydreigon. If they go Diggersby, we just Draco or Surf or whatever. It's in range of Surf.
So Baton Pass is the play no matter what, is what you're thinking. Or Moonlight is.
Well, so the thing is, Moonlight keeps us out of range of Sneak.
It also keeps us out of range of Return from Diggersby.
Or Body Slam.
But whatever, yeah. That one. Okay. So I'm okay with Moonlight. I think that's fine. There's the Dust.
Because they're always going to try to sack this thing, but we don't want to kill it.
Yep.
And now we just can either Baton Pass if you don't think they're going to taunt, but I think they are going to taunt over Sneak. So then Hydreigon is the better play.
Yep.
And if they double into specifically Surf Etched, then their only way of killing us would be a Scarf first, or just a First Impression. If they're Scarf First Impression, do they even kill? Like, is this even something we need to worry about?
That's actually, I mean, we don't have any HP investment, so...
No, Scarf First Impression will not... Actually, after Rocks, it will. After Rocks and Toxic, it will.
This is a tight Endgame. Oh my god. Holy crap.
But I think they're trying to sack.
They sneaked?
Yeah.
So now we just Surf. Unless Surf Etch is already in Dark Pulse range.
It's not.
But Diggersby should definitely be in Surf range. And is this thing in Surf range?
In Surf range?
I guess it doesn't really matter in this case, but is this thing in Surf range?
This thing is in Surf range. And it does matter because if we will die to too much more damage after, like with quick attack.
Okay.
Attack.
So this is in Surf range, even max to death.
Oh, I didn't calc that right. Thank you for being aware. It's a roll.
Oh, jeez.
I mean,
they can't do anything, but we take 2 sneaks then.
I mean, Diggersby... It's not in Dark Pulse range, so...
Is it in range of Dark Pulse plus Rocks plus Life Orb? It should be.
No. Not a guarantee, at least. But they're just sacking. So, the thing is, if they go... We Surf, they go Diggersby, they kill us, it's fine, right? Or is it not fine? No, Diggersby can't agility in front of this thing when we're going for a Surf, right?
Or Dark Pulse. It can't do either.
Yeah, well, it can agility in front of us if we're going for Dark Pulse.
Well, no. So, like, all we need to do is, if we Dark Pulse, this thing... Okay, how much do we do Diggersby? That's what we need to know. How much does Diggersby...
55 to 65% of it's uninvested.
From Dark Pulse? That's it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's going to be at 70-something. That's only 2 Life Orb hits.
Yeah, but then if they keep their Scarf fetched and we have only our Terrakion, we will lose.
Yes. But we still have a full health Musharna.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is if we go for the Surf, they can't agility. We go Musharna. On the quick attack instead of losing our Hydreigon.
No, like we can't switch out on Diggersby and not do damage to it. Like that's just not something we can afford to do.
Well, then we sack our Hydreigon, but then we could lose to Scarf. Fetch.
Surf is 21 to 24.8 to this thing. That's a roll in our favor. I think that's our play, is to hit Surf.
I'm fine with the Surf play here. Because either way, they're going to bring in their Diggersby.
Got it.
Like, the Diggersby kills here with a Quick Attack, if it's Life Orb.
If they have like, a Quick Attack, they might not.
Why would they run Life Orb without it?
They could easily be like Agility 3 attacks without it.
Actually, it's a roll? This is in range unless they go for a First Impression. And if they First Impression, then we can just go into Tarak and claim a kill. And then they can't kill both of our Mons with Surf Edge.
So we go into Terrakion here.
No.
What are you saying?
I'm saying we Surf. Because that kills from here. Unless it's a defensive Surf Edged.
But this is our only way to outspeed this.
What?
This is our only way to outspeed this thing.
So the only way that they outspeed us is with a First Impression. Right?
Yep.
And so if they go for the First Impression, they'll kill.
Yep.
But they are forced to then switch out.
Oh, yes. Then they're forced to come in.
First Impression,
yes,
they have to switch out. And if they're not Scarfed, then they have to stay. Then they can stay in and switch their move. But then Terrakion outspeed, so we can guarantee click close combat and get a kill. And then this thing can't click one move and kill both Terrakion and Musharna.
And Surf, at the very least, should put this thing in range of rocks, right?
It should kill, if not put it at least, yeah, really, really close to rocks.
I've seen 46 to 55. If it's max HP, it's in range of rocks.
Max HP, it's in rocks range, unless we super low roll.
Okay. So the play then is Surf.
Yeah.
Gone. Did we do it, bro? Did we do it?
Well, now we're definitely in range of Quick Attack, but...
I mean, we have a Terrakion now.
Is,
Did we do it?
Terrakion.
Did we do it?
I think we're
going to the finals?
I don't want to say anything yet.
Are we going to the freaking finals, man?
Do not misclick.
How do we... Okay, how can I possibly misclick a close combat? Let's go, boy. Let's go! Oh, my gosh. Dude. GG to them. We took down the #1 seed.
Oh, my God.
Let's go.
So stressful.
Oh, my gosh. I
can't right now.
I didn't want to say it in the middle of the video or the middle of the game, but like I was shaking. I was actually shaking.
I'm like over. Yeah, no, I need to go like.
Holy crap, dude!
Take some Xanax like that.
I need to like go out and like, go for a walk or something just to like get out of here. Oh my gosh, that game was insane.
Yeah, there were so many 50-50s the entire way.
Like that whole end game was 50-50s.
Right. But we got enough of them right.
Jeez. I mean, every single play against Fetched was a 50-50.
And they got they called most of our plays here.
Yeah.
With the Fetch.
We played the end game really well. We preserved what we needed to preserve. Like getting Musharna healthy again was huge. Like that Moonlight play was huge.
And not letting them sack the Dusknoir when they wanted to.
Right, not letting them sack the Dusknoir. I think preserving Musharna and sacking Gardevoir on the turn they made that nice poison jab read. I think that was still our best play, even though they got the play right. I think that was our best move because it prevented their potential win. And we don't even know if that was an Agility Diggersby. I have to assume it was. I don't think they really needed necessarily anything beyond like Body Slam and Earthquake. They could easily have Quick Attack plus like Agility if they wanted to. So, wow. What a game, man. What a game. What revenge from the regular season, too. We lost that game 4-0 in the first iteration. So, really happy to be able to pull that off.
Pulled it off. And there is now just one battle left. One team between us and claiming... I don't want to say it. We're not talking about it. There's one battle left.
There's one battle left, and it's the finals. And it's going to be a blast. Anything can happen. And we don't even know who we play yet. We're playing against the winner of the Week 1 team that we lost to. Actually, yeah, both of the potential opponents are teams we lost to in the regular season. It's the winner of the... It's Leo and Struckle King's team. I totally forgot what their team name is. Do you happen to remember it?
The... Death Valley Incineroars.
Death Valley Incineroars. So we could get some revenge there. We could also get some revenge against Root and what was his partner? Was it Vivid?
I have it written as Curse Shaka, but I might be wrong.
No, Curse Shock was Randy's. I think it was Vivid and Root. Again, I don't remember their team name, but we're playing against one of those two teams that were actually this matchup, and then those two were only losses during the regular season. So it's definitely kind of a revenge tour here to close out the season. So
we will not count our chickens before they hatch. This is not over yet.
Absolutely not. But we're one step closer, and that's pretty awesome.
Hey, we had to win 3 straight games, and we've won 2 of them.
Technically, we had to win like way more than 3 to get here. It's more like 5. But
all right. Well, thank you all so much for watching. This has been an absolute blast of a season, and there is 1 more week left to be uploaded. So make sure you are subscribed to the Token Minorities and ready for that battle to come out next week. We are so excited to present you with that content. Absolutely ecstatic. I think both of us. I can speak for both of us by saying we're absolutely ecstatic to be here. I don't think either of us expected to make finals,
let alone playoffs.
But hey, that's what happens. That's why you play the games, and we are. Congratulations, or a great game to our opponents. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Not Tyler the Goat, man. Not Tyler the Goat. That's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching, guys. Really happy they all did their job here in this game, I think. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and be on the lookout for the finals team builder coming out next week, as well as the finals itself. And we will catch you all then. Have a good one, guys. Later.
Take care, everybody.